Okay, so student, now we are going to start the today's session and we'll discuss the parts of cell. You know what is cell? It is a structural and functional unit of the life. Is it? Everyone, keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible now, everyone?
Yes, sir. But
Okay.
your voice is a little low.
And now?
Yes, sir. Now it's clear.
Okay, okay. So we are going to start the parts of the cell, and in that part we are going to discuss first about the cell membrane. Okay. So what is cell membrane basically? See, we have the cell like this, even in case of plant or animal or in case of microorganism. Okay, that outer covering which is separating the cell from the outer environment. Is it that due to that cell membrane, that particular cell have its own identity? Is it or not?
Yes,
Every
sir.
yes. Okay. So the cell membrane is really very important. Because of it, the cell which is getting separated and got individual identification. Okay, and it is being separated from its outer environment. Okay, so the cytoplasm, we are going to discuss about the cell membrane. So what is cell membrane? It is the boundary.
Actually, the cytoplasm is between nucleus and the nuclear membrane and
Mhm. Uh-huh.
I think it is between the nuclear membrane and some
No, yeah,
other
that
part.
is cytoplasm.
Yes, yes.
Yes, no, I'm discussing about the cell membrane. It is the boundary which separate the cell from its outer environment. Okay, that boundary is called as the cell membrane. Okay, so the boundary or layer which separates cell from its outer environment. Outer environment is called as cell membrane. Understood everyone what is cell membrane? It is a boundary or layer which separate the cell from its outer environment is called as cell membrane. Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's discuss some important point about the cell membrane. The cytoplasm and the nucleus are enclosed within the cell membrane. So if inside see, it is the boundary, and inside the cell we have the nucleus, and between nuclear membrane and the cell membrane we have the cytoplasm, where all the other cell organelles are being embedded. Okay, also called as the plasma membrane. You know that layer, okay, or that boundary which separate the cell from its outer environment is also called as plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. You are not going to
Membrane.
like get this definition from any other book. Okay, it is really very important. I am giving you. Everyone, mark my words. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. It is living part of the cell. Why it is living part? Because it is being help in exchanging material from cell to its outer environment, like nutrients, gases, waste material. Okay, it helps in exchanging material from the cell to its outer environment. That's why it is called as the living part of the cell. If somebody will ask you why cell membrane is called as living part of the cell, because it helps to exchange material from the cell to its outer environment. Is it? Do keep replying, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
cell membrane is thin and delicate, and it is elastic also. It is delicate, really very delicate. It is really very thin, and it have elasticity. This membrane separate the cell from one another and also from its surrounding medium. See, whatever we have discussed is on the third point. Okay, but on definition you have to write that only. Okay, after discussing you must take screenshot, and after class you have to write this definition on your notebook. Okay, it is selectively permeable. See, it is very big difference between the semi permeable and selectively permeable. Okay, selectively permeable means it allows the passage of certain material, liquid, gases through it by the process called osmosis or diffusion. That's why that cell membrane is called a selectively permeable membrane. Okay, it allows the flow of limited substance in and out of the cell. Okay, it is allowing like exchange of nutrition, waste material, gases, water molecule, okay, in and out of the cell. That's why that membrane, discussing about the cell membrane or plasma membrane, which is selectively permeable, because it allows only the selected particles which are required for the cell. Okay, this gives the shape to the cell. Cell membrane is providing the shape or particular shape to the cell. Okay, somebody is in waiting room. Wait a second, let me him. Abhinav. Okay, he just came. Okay, so in addition to the cell membrane, there is an outer thick layer in case of plant that is called as the cell wall beta. Okay, I'm asking one question to you all. What is the main function of cell wall in plant cell? Anyone have any idea about the cell wall? Harshita, Abhinav, Ayush, Divyesh, Manideep, any idea, beta?
Sir, did you call me? I just went to drink water.
Okay, I was just asking what is the function of cell wall in plant cell?
It protects the plant cells, sir.
Okay, what else? See, in animals, we have the
And it
skeleton.
absorbs.
We have the skeleton, is it? That skeleton provides us the
It
particular
provides
shape.
mechanical support, sir.
Yes, it provide mechanical support to the plant, and also that cell wall is responsible for the particular shape and structure of the plant. Okay, that's why the cell wall is very important in case of plant, because plant do not have the skeleton like we have. Okay, that's why cell wall is very important. It is very rigid and provides structure to the plant. In this additional layer surrounding in the cell membrane is required by the plant for protection against the variations in temperature, high wind speed, atmospheric moisture, etc. See here, high wind speed. So that cell wall protects the plant from all the you know uh, other physical factors like temperature, wind speed, then atmospheric moisture, etc. They are exposed to this variation because they cannot move. Okay, because they
Sir,
cannot perform the
actually,
motion.
your voice is breaking a little, sir.
For everyone,
Sir, your
my voice is
No, sir,
breaking.
it's clear. It's clear, sir.
Harshita, probably you are having the weak network. Okay,
yes, sir.
okay, because plant cannot perform the motion, that's why they do not have the skeleton, but they have the cell wall. Cell can be observed in the leaf peel of the Tradescantia or any plant. If we will have the thin section of the plant, we can observe the cell wall and cell membrane. Okay, in under the microscope. Okay, here some examples are given like Elogia and Rove. These are nothing but the plant you can see the cell and cell wall in their peel only. Sometime if suppose you are taking the root root tip of the onion, you know, and you have to just crush. Suppose you are taking one slide over here. Suppose this is the slide. You must take the root tip of the onion plant over here. Suppose this is the root tip. Okay, and here you have to place the cover slip, and you have to just press, so that root tip is going to break and will distribute all over the slide. And once you will observe that, slide under the microscope, you will be able to see the cell. Okay, under the microscope you have to observe that particular slide, you will able to observe the cell wall, etc. Okay everyone, any doubt here in cell membrane part?
No, sir.
So take a screenshot for that. We'll move further then.
Taken, sir.
Everyone did beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we'll move to the next part. Wait a second. Now we are going to discuss the cytoplasm. Okay. Cytoplasm is really very important. See, cytoplasm is present. Suppose this is the cell. Here we have the nucleus. So this is the nucleus. And this is the cell membrane. Wait, somebody is in waiting room. Manideep. Okay. So the material, the jelly-like material, which is present between the cell membrane and a nuclear membrane or a nucleus, is called as the cytoplasm. So whatever the material present over here is called as cytoplasm. And most of the cell organelles are present or embedded in cytoplasm only. Okay, so cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Okay, it is present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Is it or not? Various other component or the cell organelles of the cell are present in cytoplasm only. Like we have mitochondria, we have Golgi bodies, we have ribosomes, we have endoplasmic reticulum, we have lysosomes. Okay, whatever the cell organelles we
Vacuole.
have. Yes, vacuoles in case of plant they are
Sir,
very
even
large.
vacuole.
Yes. Okay,
But in
so
animals, they are less.
very less and very small. Okay, so all these cell, but vacuoles are not the cell organelles. Okay, they are just the air space. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah. So these all cell organelles are present in cytoplasm only. Okay, so what is cytoplasm? It is the jelly-like substance which present between the cell membrane and nucleus of the cell is called as cytoplasm.
And sir, what is chromosomes? Are the thread-like structures, right?
See, chromosomes are present inside the nucleus. These chromosomes are nothing but the DNA and RNA. Suppose we have the double helix or the DNA. During the cell division, that DNA is going to condense. It is the DNA and which is a thread like. It is also called as chromatin fiber. It is called as chromatin fiber because it is the very thread like structure present within the nucleus, and during the process of cell division, the DNA is going to condense and it condense in order to form the chromosome. Okay, that condense in order to form the chromosome like this. Okay, this is nothing but the DNA which condense in order to form the chromosome. Now this is called as beta chromosome. Okay, understood Harshita?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So again take a screenshot for cytoplasm. We are going to discuss the nucleus now.
Taken, sir.
Everyone, Nitya, you came very late na beta?
enough.
Nitya, what's wrong? Okay, now we are going to discuss the nucleus, beta. Nucleus. Okay, see, nucleus is called as master of the cell. You know why? Because whatever the activities and functions are performed within the cell are controlled by the nucleus only. Okay, that's why nucleus is called as
And
master
Nitya is
of the cell.
saying that she have internet issue.
Okay, who Nitya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So
Yes, sir.
nucleus, yes, beta.
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Okay, so nucleus is called as master of the cell. Master of the cell. Why? Because it controls all the functions of the cell. Okay, that's why nucleus is called as master of the cell. Okay, now let's discuss. See, here it is an important component of the living cell because nucleus is only in order to cell division. It helps in cell division, it controls all the functions. That's why nucleus has becomes a very important component of the living cell. It is generally the spherical in shape and located at the center of the cell. Whenever we are drawing the cell, okay, we are placing that nucleus at the center always. Is it or not? That means it is generally spherical in shape and it is present at the center of the cell. It can be stained and can seen easily with the help of microscope or the compound microscope. Okay, suppose if we will stain the cell like by using any indicator like safranin, we have eosin, we have methyl orange. Okay, or by using any other stain, if we will stain that particular cell, nucleus is going to absorb a particular color and it will appear under the microscope. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is separated from the cytoplasm because nucleus contain nuclear membrane which separate the nucleus from the cytoplasm of the cell, and the material which is present inside the nucleus is called as nuclear membrane. Oh no, or nucleoplasm. Okay, so it is separated from the cytoplasm by the membrane called nuclear membrane, and this membrane is also porous. Why it is porous? Because during the process of cell division, okay, during the process of cell division, DNA creates the messenger RNA. That messenger RNA coming, out from the nucleus by the nuclear pore. Okay, that's why nuclear membrane is the porous in nature. It has the small pore in it. Okay, porous and allow the movement of material between the cytoplasm and inside the nucleus. Okay, so that nuclear membrane allowed the passage of certain material between the nucleus and cytoplasm of the cell. That's why that nuclear membrane is porous in nature. Okay, everyone, am I audible? No? Then keep replying, beta.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the next point. Okay, so nucleus consists of the small spherical bodies like nucleolus. So inside the nucleus, we are having the small spherical body inside the nucleus only. Okay, and that is called as nucleolus. Yes. Okay. Okay. Understood, everyone? Do
Yes,
reply.
sir.
Yes. So inside the nucleus, we have the spherical object called nucleolus. Okay. A nucleus also contains the thread-like structure called chromosome. So inside the nucleus, we have the thread-like structure. They are made up of the like a chromatin fiber or DNA called chromosome. These carry genes, and genes are important in order to transfer genetic character from one generation to the next generation and helps in inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but transfer of genetic character from one generation to the next is called as inheritance. Or
Genes.
yes, or transfer of characters from the parent to their offspring. Parent means from the parent cell and offspring means the new organism. Okay, so from parent to the next generation, new new.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Sorry, sir, I disconnected.
Okay, okay, okay. I was unable to observe your hear your voice. Okay, okay. Wait a second. Okay, so I was discussing about the genes. Genes are very important in order to transfer genetic character from one generation to the next generation. Okay, and that can be observed. That chromosome can be observed only the time of cell division, not all the time. Next, nucleus acts the control center. That's why it is called as master of the cell. Okay, so nucleus act as a control center of the activity of the cell. That's why I have written over here nucleus is called as master of the cell. The entire content of the living cell are known as protoplasm. Okay, so along with nucleus, nucleoplasm, whatever the material or organelles or the matter which is present inside the cell, collectively called as protoplasm. Okay, understood everyone? It includes the cytoplasm, it includes nucleus, DNA, RNA, what.
Sir, you log outed, right?
uh Wait a second, I think some internet issue is there. Take a screenshot, everyone. And
Taken, sir.
that point you have to remember that master of the cell. Why nucleus is called as master of the cell? So answer is given on the
As it
last point.
controls all the
Yes, on
parts,
that, yes,
organelles.
yes, yes. In that particular point, it is mentioned there. Okay, everyone taken the screenshot. Everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
taken.
Okay. Wait a second. So nucleus is also done. So this is the diagram. Here we can observe the nucleus over here. Okay, so this the spherical part that you can observe here is nothing but the nucleus. Okay, and here that matter is called as cytoplasm. Okay, this is the cell membrane. Okay, and that dark point you can see over here, these are nothing but the different cell organelles. Okay, and if you will observe the onion peel, if you will observe under the microscope, you will be able to see this is the kind of structure like a wall of the bricks. Okay, here everyone again take a screenshot for that diagram. Done, beta?
Sir, your voice is breaking a little and the screen is blank.
Still blank?
Sir, there is all, yes, sir, all green color.
Okay, wait a second. And now?
Now it's clear. Yes, sir. Now it's clear.
Okay, so just take a screenshot for that diagram. Done, beta?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Okay, so any doubt here?
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay, so let me